Vex King, good vibes, good life, how self-love is the key to unlocking your greatness. Discover the incredible power of self-love and its impact on your life in our summary of Vex King's eye-opening book, Good Vibes, Good Life. Delve into the law of attraction and the law of vibration, which reveal how your thoughts and positive energy can reshape your reality. Learn about the critical importance of surrounding yourself with positive people, cutting toxic relationships from your life, and practicing unconditional self-love. By cultivating a solid foundation of self-love, you will become more secure and take control of your vibrational frequency, resulting in the ability to attract more positive energy into your life.
Vibrations shape your reality. As the author experienced firsthand, the law of attraction suggests that positive thinking can bring about desired outcomes. However, discovering inconsistencies in its results, the author proposes an alternative law, the law of vibration. This concept posits that radiating joyful, positive energy charges your reality, attracting positive experiences. Based on the science of atomic vibrations, the author believes that aligning your emotions' vibrations with higher frequencies can directly impact the world around you, resulting in a more loving and joyful external reality. The law of attraction has long been believed to influence our lives. By thinking positively, we can make desired events more likely to happen. In one instance, the author managed to receive the exact funds needed for a vacation when he wholeheartedly believed he could afford it. Conversely, focusing on negativity makes unfortunate outcomes more probable. Yet, despite witnessing its effects, the author found inconsistencies in the law of attraction's results. He noticed that positive thoughts could often be accompanied by negative emotions, leading to feelings of confusion and inauthenticity. Recognizing this internal struggle, he introduced the law of vibration as a more effective means of shaping one's reality. According to this law, radiating joy and positivity attracts good experiences, charging one's reality with the same energy. Contrary to appearing far-fetched, the law of vibration stems from scientific principles. Everything in the universe, including our minds, consists of vibrating atoms, meaning that our thoughts and emotions possess vibrations as well. The author asserts that positive feelings like joy and love vibrate at higher frequencies than negative emotions such as anger and sadness. By tapping into these emotional vibrations, we can directly influence the world around us. When an atom vibrates, nearby atoms begin vibrating at a similar frequency. Thus, by elevating our emotional vibrations, our reality becomes attuned to these higher frequencies. As a result, our external world becomes increasingly loving and joyful. Elevate your emotional frequency. You have more in common with a specific species of green algae than you might think, especially when it comes to emotional energy. Just as the algae absorbs energy from other plants, you too can draw positive vibes from your surroundings and others to uplift your emotional well-being. To boost your vibrational frequency, surround yourself with positive people, use uplifting body language, take breaks from social interactions, and spend time in nature. Like a particular green algae that thrives on absorbing energy from other plants, you too have the potential to draw emotional energy from your environment and the people around you. During challenging times, absorbing positive energy from your surroundings can change the way you feel. To elevate your vibrational frequency, prioritize spending time with individuals who exude positive energy. Good vibes are contagious, and by connecting with friends who radiate love and joy, you'll begin to vibrate at a higher frequency and attract even more uplifting people into your life. Another method to enhance your emotional frequency is by adopting positive body language. Studies show that smiling, even without a direct reason, releases endorphins, the chemicals responsible for making you feel good. So, the simple act of smiling can brighten your mood. Additionally, adopting a confident posture for just a couple of minutes a day can increase testosterone levels, boosting your self-assurance. Sometimes, however, taking a break from socialization is required to recharge your emotional batteries. It's perfectly healthy to step back from the constant hum of modern life and seek solitude to revitalize your energy levels. In Mexican culture, the term engentado describes this feeling of being peopled out. Lastly, spending time in nature can raise your vibrations even higher. Research confirms that immersing yourself in the natural world can positively impact both your body and mind. Whether you work in your garden or stroll through a nearby park, you'll reap the benefits. Plus, on sunny days, your body absorbs vitamin D and serotonin from the sun's rays, further enhancing your mood. Cut out toxicity, embrace growth. Surrounding ourselves with positive individuals helps us become our best selves by raising our vibrations. Conversely, negativity from those around us can weaken us, causing feelings of insecurity. To grow personally and spiritually, it's important to cut toxic people and behaviors from our lives. Becoming aware of the impact we have on others, accepting responsibility, and striving to improve contributes to self-love and enables us to create healthier environments for personal growth. When we spend time with positive people, our vibrations naturally rise, empowering us to reach our full potential. However, associating with negative individuals can have the opposite effect, leaving us feeling weak and insecure. While some may argue that only you can control your emotions, it's a challenge for most of us to remain unaffected by others' negativity. If you ever find yourself in a situation where the company you keep drags you down, don't blame yourself for feeling bad, but recognize the need to distance yourself from these toxic influences. Failure to do so may cause you to adopt their negative vibrations and inadvertently spread them to others in your life, perpetuating a cycle of anger and sadness. Remember, cutting toxic people from your life is not selfish. It's necessary for your well-being and growth. Consider your personal development akin to an acorn's journey to becoming a mighty oak. Being rooted in a toxic environment will prevent you from thriving and achieving your potential. While it's essential to distance yourself from harmful individuals, it's just as crucial to eliminate any self-generated toxic behavior. Sometimes we act out in a fit of anger or sadness, assuming those around us aren't struggling as much as we are. However, our actions can inadvertently hurt others. When confronted with the harm we've caused, it's tempting to deny responsibility and downplay the impact we've had on others. However, doing so discredits the validity of their emotions, something we have no right to do. If our actions have harmed someone, we must accept it, learn from it, and strive to do better in the future. Taking responsibility is a vital aspect of self-love, reinforcing the message that we deserve better than toxic behavior. In conclusion, personal growth is best served by surrounding ourselves with positivity, distancing ourselves from toxic influences, and eliminating our own harmful behaviors. Acknowledging our actions' consequences and committing to improvement will strengthen self-love and pave the way for a more fulfilling life. Embracing self-love. Your real shot at true happiness and contentment comes from realizing that placing yourself among the top things you love isn't selfish or self-centered, it's necessary. Our self-worth shouldn't depend on other people's opinions, as self-love builds inner confidence, success, and healthier relationships. While society and social media pressure us to constantly compare ourselves to others, it's vital to appreciate our own bodies and individuality. Remember that external appearance isn't everything. Cultivating a deep sense of self-love paves the way for a more fulfilling life. Loving ourselves might seem like a tall order, but it's the cornerstone of true happiness and satisfaction. This self-love empowers us to become more secure, thus nurturing healthier relationships and a more successful life. However, our society struggles with fostering self-love, often leading us to prioritize seeking validation from others. Insecurities can be detrimental to our well-being, potentially ruining our closest relationships. Jealousy, for instance, is rooted in self-doubt and insecurity, poisoning our connections and dooming them from the start. On the other hand, people who exude self-love and inner confidence tend to attract others, as their positive energy becomes more inviting. By loving yourself, you radiate an energy that makes it easier for others to love you too. Body image is a key part of self-acceptance, but it's challenging to embrace in the age of social media, where we're bombarded with images of perfect bodies and beautiful people. This unhealthy comparison might leave us feeling inadequate, but it's important to remember that even these seemingly perfect individuals struggle with their own self-doubt. A conversation with a social media influencer revealed her pressure to undergo plastic surgery, despite her huge following. Meanwhile, one of her admirers felt insecure about her appearance, thinking her life would improve if she looked more like her idol. However, this fan was oblivious to the insecurity and unhappiness hidden behind her idol's glamorous facade. Our self-worth shouldn't rely on external validation. Rather than focusing on appearances, we need to build a strong foundation of self-love and embrace our true selves. This way, we can live more authentically and be at peace, knowing that our own love is enough. Cultivating your mind's garden. To truly change your life, you must recognize that you have two minds, the conscious and the unconscious. Your beliefs, acting as seeds, shape whether your mental garden flourishes with joy or withers with unhappiness. To cultivate a positive mindset, examine your beliefs and their origins, and actively seek evidence for alternative perspectives. Witnessing others' triumphs can help inspire you towards meaningful growth. Understanding that you possess two minds, the conscious and the unconscious, is crucial for personal growth. The conscious mind is where your thoughts, feelings, and information of which you are aware reside. On the other hand, the unconscious mind houses beliefs and assumptions that lay beneath the surface. It may help to visualize your conscious mind as a garden and the unconscious mind as the soil nurturing its growth. Your beliefs are like seeds that take root in your unconscious mind. These seeds can either be helpful or unhelpful, creating a beautiful, serene garden or a desolate wasteland, respectively. To effectively change your reality, you must eliminate unhelpful beliefs. Begin by closely examining your belief system and questioning where these beliefs originate. The author, for example, discovered that he unconsciously believed people were destined to live a particular kind of life, based on luck. This viewpoint stemmed from an adult authority figure in his childhood, whose opinion was reinforced by others' agreement. Consequently, he developed this negative belief, assuming that his life would always be difficult due to his challenging upbringing. To evaluate your beliefs, determine whether they are positive or negative and their potential impact on your life. To break free from restricting beliefs, search for evidence of alternative viewpoints. The author found inspiration in the tales of successful individuals from similar backgrounds, motivating him to believe that he, too, could prosper. As you explore further, you'll learn how witnessing other people's victories can help inspire your personal journey towards growth and transformation. Embrace grit and achieve success. Action is the bridge between positive thoughts and actual results in life. Many people struggle to make their dreams a reality because they wait for the perfect circumstances before taking action. Success comes to those willing to prioritize their goals, push through discomfort, and persist in their efforts, despite obstacles. Grit is the key difference between successful and unsuccessful individuals. To sustain motivation, break down bigger goals into smaller tasks and enjoy the dopamine rush that comes with each achievement. Having a strong foundation of positive thoughts and beliefs is crucial to success. However, if you genuinely want to change your reality, it's crucial to pair positivity with action. Becoming more successful often requires hard work, dedication, and a willingness to expend effort even on days when you'd rather rest. Many individuals fall short of their goals and question why their optimistic attitudes aren't producing desired outcomes. They blame an absence of resources like time, money, or expertise and claim that they'll act once they have ample resources. Contrary to this belief, you don't need an abundance of resources to make your dreams a reality. Instead, focus on making your goals a priority and be prepared to step out of your comfort zone. Waiting for the perfect moment to feel ready will hold you back indefinitely. Take, for example, the story of Richard Branson, who overcame his dyslexia and started his first venture at 16 years old. Today, he has founded over 400 different businesses. Having grit is the distinguishing factor between those who achieve success and those who don't, persevering through challenging times and consistently working toward goals regardless of how you're feeling. Developing grit can lead to substantial positive results over time. If you're struggling to find the motivation to act, try breaking your larger goals into smaller tasks. Each time you complete a task, your brain releases dopamine, a chemical responsible for motivation. By breaking your goals down into achievable steps, you'll generate a continuous dopamine rush, reinforcing your desire to keep pushing towards your objectives.
In closing, Good Vibes, Good Life by Vex King provides invaluable insights into the power of self-love and positive energy in transforming your life. By embracing the law of attraction, the law of vibration, and prioritizing positive connections, you can achieve personal growth, stability, and success. Take charge of your life by believing in your own self-worth and reforming your thought patterns to match your goals. Moreover, always remember that your actions determine your reality. If you work towards your goals with grit and determination, there's no limit to what you can achieve. It's time to unlock your greatness by embracing the power of self-love and realizing the profound impact your thoughts have on your life.